Welcome back to Prospect Spotlight. We got a great record of guys that we are guaranteeing to win. The last card, Devontae Smith lost. Manny Bermudez lost. We took a big hit. We took a big hit right to the heart. A stake to the fucking heart. Okay? And our record was tainted by 2 losses in one fucking night. We're sitting at about 13 or 15-3 around that area. And Movsar Evloev is going to win his fight on UFC Fight Night 157 Shenzhen China Andrade versus Zhang. He's on the main card. He was supposed to be fighting another guy that was a lot tougher of an opponent. He has had a short replacement opponent and is now taking on Zhenhong Lv, who is subpar at best competition-wise. And I think Movsar Evloev. I talk shit about Russians a lot in terms of padded records. If you go back and look at Khabib's record, it is padded as fuck. Okay? Go and look at Khabib's record and Tapology. Khabib has faced more debut opponents than anyone, I think, in the history of fucking MMA. Okay? The amount of fucking debut opponents Khabib took on while he was like 8-0, taking on guys making their fucking debut, it is ridiculous. Okay? Movsar Evloev is not that guy. He's taken on top level opponents. You look at his fucking Sherdog right here, Movsar Evloev, 11-0. His last opponent, before he got into the UFC, Rafael Diaz, 15-6. A good record. Sergey Morozov, here we go. Look at his record. 15-4. A good fighter as well. He's teeing off on other prospects. That's what I'm looking for in my prospect spotlight, okay? I'm not looking for a guy who's beat a bunch of cans and he's going to make a statement like I did against Devontae Smith. I've learned from that mistake. I'm looking for the prospect spotlight that is a prospect killer. Okay? He's negating options for the UFC, so he is the only one left. 11-0, soon to be 12-0. I think he's a beast, man. I think he's an absolute beast. 25 years old, so he's going to be improving between every fight. He's a bantamweight with fucking 7 finishes out of his 11 fights. That's a good fucking score to have as a bantamweight. He's Russian, so I don't know what. He probably has been fucking sacrificed to the bear gods or something. I don't know what the fuck they do in those mountains, but I think he's going to beat this Chinese boy up bad. The only reason this guy's got to fight is because he's Chinese. The UFC for this card, if you're betting on Chinese fighters, you're highly mistaken. They have scrambled for these shit tier fighters. If you're in China or Japan or Korea and you are unsigned and you're a free agent and you are not signed by ONE FC, you are bad. That is the same as if ONE FC came to America and signed a bunch of guys from fucking Bama and shit like that, okay? There's a reason why they're not in ONE FC, and it's because they're not good enough, and because they have records like 16-6, which just shouldn't be allowed to be a record. To be honest with you, you look at his list, he's had 1 TKO finish. That's a bad sign. If you've been TKO'd before and you're coming up against Movsar Evloev, it's a bad fucking sign. 4 decision losses, rough times. He's a dangerous guy, okay? He's a dangerous guy. He's a big guy for the weight class. He's usually a 141 pounder. So, who knows how he's going to deal with a weight cut? Fuck knows. All I know is that Movsar Evloev is the new Russian prospect, in my opinion. And he's going to get fucking hands on this Chinese boy's face. And it's going to look rough. Okay, I think this whole card's going to be one big L for China, other than the main event. I think Zhang's going to beat Andrade. But I think the rest of the card, there's a reason why these guys are free agents in China. ONE FC, any prospect of any sort of talent in China or Japan or Korea or any of Southeast Asia gets snatched up by ONE FC. Or by these bigger promotions over there. There's a reason they're a free agent. Movsar Evloev's going to tee off on him and make it look easy. I'm predicting a first round KO or a second round KO. For sure. He's a future. I like him. I like this guy. I was going to pick him before. Now that the opponent has changed, I mean, it's just doubled up my prediction. I definitely think he's going to win. He's from Ingushetia. If I can't pronounce the place that you're from, you win fights. That's how it works. Phenomenal. I think he gets the job done. I love his record, man. Too many times I've looked at Khabib and Zabit's record and fucking Alexei Kunchenko's record. I looked at Alexei Kunchenko's record. He was 18-0 before the UFC. He was 20-0 before he fought Gilbert Burns. I picked Gilbert Burns because I looked at his record. Bunch of fucking trash. Tin cans. Fed to him. Debut opponents when he's fucking 7-0. Okay? I look at this Movsar Evloev guy. Again, down the list. 15-3. Who's the next guy? Alexei Nezerov. 12-4. I go down the list again. Lee Morrison. Let's look at this guy. He sounds English. 19-9. Decent record. Alexander Krempenkin. Let's look at this guy's record. Where is he? 3-13. Okay, never mind. He's still going to win, though. Trust me. Click the button there. See you later. We're getting back on track with Prospect Spotlight. If I go on anything less than a 10-fight win streak, I'll terminate my channel.